Kids, why are they always so creepy? Hello everyone, this is Spooky Mariani and welcome to another episode of What the Creep. Before we start, I would like to say a few things. As you noticed, I stopped uploading videos for quite a long time. This is because I was very busy organizing my life with work, personal matters, and a lot of other stuff. It is also difficult to record videos with the current situation at home, which is why I decided not to use a camera in the meantime so that I could create videos more regularly. I know some of you will miss seeing my face, but this will be my current setup, at least until I'm able to settle things properly. So enough of that, and let's get right to our topic for today, which will be the black-eyed children. You might be asking, what the creep are black-eyed children? Just to be clear, no. There are not young versions of the popular band The Black Eyed Peas. Stories of these creepy little kids have been circulating the internet in modern days. However, it is said that claims of sightings originated way back since the 1980s. The earliest recorded sighting, however, was by a journalist named Brian Bethel in 1996. They are described as looking like normal human children between the ages of 6 and 16, but with pale skin and completely black eyes. People who have encountered black-eyed kids report a feeling of unease that washed over them, although everything about the children seemed normal except for the pitch black eyes. I wouldn't blame them for feeling that way, as even a regular looking kid would creep the hell out of me. Kids are aliens, I tell you. Black-eyed children seem to always ask for something. It will usually be a ride in your vehicle or entering your home to use the phone. It seems, though, that they are unable to enter your home or vehicle without being invited, which is why some people relate them to possibly being of vampiric origin. It is unclear as to what happens to a person who lets the kids in, but there are claims of being cursed with bad luck, misfortune, or disease after an encounter with a black-eyed child. As like any other paranormal stories, the, aus- the authenticity of the stories surrounding the black-eyed children are a topic of controversy. Although some people, including Brian Bethel, swear to the authenticity of their claims, we have yet to see any physical evidence of these scary little kids. There is one thing to surely keep in mind though: if ever they are real and you encounter them, never invite them in. Works for me. I wouldn't invite a regular kid home as they would, you know, trash the place. Now that you have an idea of what these black-eyed children are, it's time for me to share some of the stories I found while digging online. One story tells about a 21-year-old woman who was woken up one night by her dog's constant barking. She stood up to check on her dog and saw it facing the front door. She then decided to open the door to show her dog that there was nothing outside. But as she reached upon the doorknob, her dog started whimpering and hiding behind her. She suddenly felt this rush of fear and dread and decided not to open the door. Instead, she tried looking through the peephole to make sure there was nothing outside. To her surprise, two kids were standing at the entrance of her house. Both kids looked pale and slender. One of them was a girl who looked like she was on her 16s or 17s, while the other was also a girl, seemingly around 3 years of age. They were both looking down, which made their eyes barely visible. The older kid started talking and suddenly asked if they could use the woman's phone. The woman was shocked and baffled as to how they knew she was standing behind the door. The girl suddenly looked at the peephole, revealing their solid black eyes. They continued by saying that their mother is worried about them. Coincidentally, the woman likes reading about the paranormal online and quickly recognized that the children were the black-eyed kids. She slowly backed away from the door as the child kept requesting to enter. As she kept going further and further, the child's tone started to change and become more aggressive. She claimed that they have no intention of hurting the woman and only wants to use the phone. She went back to bed and ignored the children until there was utter silence the entire night. So, most of the stories I found were similar to this story, in which no one was harmed. However, I did find a short story where a person claims to have seen kids running around his friend's house. Well, he asked his friend about it and found out that these kids kept on asking to use the phone, which is familiar, similar to the first story. The friend kept declining these requests as he always felt fear whenever facing them. The friend told the storyteller that he might actually let them use his phone in hopes that they would end insisting to go in. That was the last time, though, that he saw his friend. After that day, his friend has gone missing and has not been found ever again. Honestly, though, what's with these kids and phones? Can't they just buy their own or, use a payphone? Also, we're in the age of mobile phones. Can't people just lend their mobile phones to these kids instead of inviting them inside the house? So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. What do you think about these black-eyed children? Share your ideas, opinions, and stories down in the comments. And if you want to see more spooky stuff, just click on the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching and spook you on the next video.